Top 10 ongoing projects in Nigeria 2023. In today's video, we will look at the top 10 mega ongoing projects under development in Nigeria. Number 10, Lagos Light Rail. A 35-kilometer urban rail network called Lagos Rail, the mass transit, is currently being built. The project involves building a total of 7 lines: the red, blue, green, yellow, purple, brown, and orange. The project, which is being overseen by Lamata, also entails the installation of rail equipment, including electric power, signaling, rolling, stock, and fare collection devices. Once finished, it is anticipated that there will be at least 500,000 daily passengers using it. Number 9. The Nigeria LNG Train 7 project. The Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas, or LNG, terminal at Oni Island in Nigeria is currently undergoing an expansion known as Nigeria LNG Train 7. The roughly $6.5 billion worth project main component is the addition of a 7th liquefied natural gas processing unit with a 4.2 MTPA production, a capacity to the Nigeria LNG terminal at Oni Island. The project supporting infrastructure also includes 3 gas turbine generators and storage tanks totaling 84,200 and 36,000 meter cube. Additionally, it will involve building wells and pipelines to supply more feed gas to the liquefied natural gas facility, enhancing the existing 6 trains to boost processing capacity by 3.4 MTPA. And when the Nigerian LNG Train 7 project is finished, the Nigeria LNG terminal production capacity will have increased from 22 MTPA to 30 MTPA, a 35% increase. Number 8. Mambilla Hydropower Project. The 3.05 gigawatt Mambilla Hydropower project is scheduled for construction on the Dongo River close to Baruf in Kakara village, the Taraba State, Nigeria. The project calls for the construction of 2 underground powerhouses, 4 underground dams, and a total of 12 turbine generator units. The Mambilla Hydropower plant is anticipated to be the largest power generating facility in Nigeria and one of the largest hydroelectric power stations on the entire African continent, with a plant generating capacity of over 3,050 megawatts. The total cost of the project is budgeted at $5.8 billion. The Exim Bank of China has agreed to lend 85% or $4.93 billion towards the construction, and 4 500 kilovolt DC transmission lines will transport the facility's generated electricity to the national grid. The transmission lines will be about 700 kilometers long overall. We move to number 7, the Second Niger Bridge project. The Second Niger Bridge is a federal government project in Nigeria that entails building a 1.6 kilometer long bridge along with supporting infrastructure in Obosi City, including a 10.3 kilometer highway, the Owerri interchange, and a toll station. The bridge's construction, which runs from Asaba to the communities of Ozubulu and Ogbaru, began in September 2018 and was scheduled to be finished in 2022. Once finished, the bridge will reduce traffic congestion on the current bridge over the Niger River and strengthen the entire region more broadly. However, the project has already cost over 170 billion naira, but is not yet completely finished. In fact, the existing bridge dates back to 1965 and it serves as a major road connection, bridging the cities of Asaba on the west bank and Onitsha on the east bank. Noteworthy, the Second Niger Bridge is a part of the Trans-African Highway between Lagos and Mombasa in Kenya, in addition to being the main east-west connection within Nigeria. Number 6. Badagry Deep Sea Port Project. The Nigerian government has approved a sum of $2.59 billion for the development of the Badagry Deep Sea Port project under a private-public partnership, and this entails building a new deep sea port with a total of 3 container berths, 1 for dry bulk and 3 for liquid. In the Lagos neighborhood of Badagry, it would have an annual capacity of up to 2.7 million TEUs. The Nigerian Port Authority, or the NPA, and Integrated Logistics Services, the Intels, are collaborating to build the Badagry Deep Sea Port, which when finished will be one of the biggest in all of Africa. It is also anticipated to be a significant milestone that will significantly contribute to the economic growth of Nigeria and Lagos emergencies to the top economies on the continent. Additionally, the project to build the Badagry Deep Sea Port will create about 500,000 direct and indirect job opportunities. Number 5. Ajakuta Kaduna Kano, AKK Gas Pipeline Project. The Ajakuta Kaduna Kano, or the AKK Gas Pipeline Project, developed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, the NNPC, involves building a 614-kilometer natural gas pipeline from the Ajakuta Terminal Gas Station in the Kogi State in southern Nigeria through the Federal Capital Territory, Niger and Kaduna to end at a gas station in Kano. When the AKK gas pipeline is finished eventually, the West African nation will have a fantastic opportunity to utilize its gas resources and maximize its gas potential in order to generate as much revenue from gas as it does from oil. And in turn, this will allow the nation to finally use its domestic gas reserves and stop gas flaring, as well as eventually comply with international policies governing greenhouse gases and climate change. Number 4. Port of Oni Complex. The Federal Ocean Terminal and Federal Lighter Terminal are the two main terminals in the Port of Oni Complex, otherwise known as the Oni Deep Sea Port. The Federal Ocean Terminal has 3 berths and 750 meters of waterfront. The total length will be increased to 1,500 meters and 6 berths will be provided. With 1,670 meters and 4 berths, the Federal Lighter Terminal is run by Intels. In order to accommodate some larger vessels, the berths have been repaired and made 8 meters deep by federal decree. The Oni Deep Sea Port, or the Port of Oni, is an oil and gas free zone. Currently, the zone is home to over 110 businesses, which among other things build boats, sell pipes, and pipe coat them. These businesses have made significant economic contributions to Nigeria. Construction of the port is anticipated to cost $2.7 billion. Number 3. Olokola Deep Sea Port. Olokola Deep Sea Port is a project that is set to be constructed in Ondo State. It has been positioned to offer the Southwest Zone strategic shipping market and huge job opportunities, with a high prospect of redefining the economic power of the zone. Olokola Deep Sea Port is expected to cost $12 billion, making it one of the most expensive and largest construction projects ever in Nigeria. Officials in Nigeria believe that once Olokola Deep Sea Port gets on steam, it will create no less than 1 million jobs directly and indirectly, as well as position the Southwest as a regional economic bloc to beat. It has the capacity to attract over $9 billion in revenue annually, making it a major industrial estate. Number 2. Eco-Atlantic City. Finally, Nigeria has its own smart city, a mega project worth $6 billion. Officially known as the Nigerian International Commerce City, formerly known as the Eco-Atlantic City. In fact, the project is being developed in the Lagos state of Nigeria on land reclaimed from the Atlantic Ocean. It borders the Victoria Island district and the Phase 1 side of Lekki to the north, while the rest of the western, eastern, and southern borders are coastlines. With a total of 10 proposed districts spread over approximately 10 square kilometers of land area, the project, upon completion, is definitely set to fulfill the needs for residential, commercial, financial, and tourist accommodations. It will accommodate at least 250,000 residents and have a daily flow of 150,000 commuters. It is also designed to help stop the erosion of Lagos coastline. Finally, number 1, Centenary City. The biggest and most expensive construction project in Nigeria is the Centenary City. The estimated construction cost is $18 billion. It is planned as a city situated in Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory. As part of Nigeria's vision to develop a future smart city in the vein of Dubai, Monaco, and Singapore, Centenary City is a master plan development managed by Centenary City Developers FZE in a joint venture agreement with Centenary City PLC and Front Range Developers FZE. On 1,260 hectares of undeveloped land, 5 kilometers from the international airport and a few kilometers southeast of Abuja, the capital of Nigeria, the city will be completely rebuilt. The city will have a mixed-use urban core, a central business district, a financial center, a museum and cultural center to support African and international arts, top-tier hotels, Grade A offices, residential neighborhoods, an 18-hole golf course, a polo and country club, an international convention center, sport and leisure facilities, a safari park, educational institutions, healthcare facilities, and not to mention community amenities. It must be driven by the private sector. The Nigeria Export Processing Zone Authorization, or the NEPZA, has deemed the Centenary City as an economic city and granted it free trade zone status. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and leave us a comment below.